example. Okay, thank you. So you can correlate exactly what I was trying to say there.
Yes.
Okay, some bullet points for you. Program benefits management. The purpose of program benefits management is to focus program stakeholders on the outcomes and benefits to be provided by the various activities conducted during the program's duration. So the various stakeholders, you want to focus their attention on the various outcomes and benefits which you will be delivering as a program manager. To do this, program manager employs program benefits management in order to continually identify and assess the value and impact of program benefits, monitor the interdependencies among the outputs being delivered by the various components, analyze the potential impact of planned program changes, align the expected benefits with organization goals and objectives. Very important. Strategy. Every time we want to align with strategy, you remember, I keep telling this.
Yeah.
Actually, I get tired of telling this, actually, in my PGMP. Assign responsibility and accountability for the realization of benefits provided by the program and ensure that the benefits can be sustained. So all these things is the duty of a program manager, because program, everyone is looking at the benefits. What is the benefit of doing this program? This is the question you will have to face day in and day out. As a program manager. So a number of things are being done here in this domain. So interdependencies management is very important. So three terms here, which is very simple: output, outcome, and benefit. What's the difference between an output? What's in comparison to outcome and benefit? Output means refers to any product produced by the program. Outcome refers to the result of using the program output, and benefit refers to the measurable improvements from the program outcome. I will give you a simple example. Just imagine if you are doing a large scale website, okay? An e-commerce platform. You are developing an e-commerce platform for an organization. So what will be the output? The output will be the platform itself, the website itself, what you are doing. That will be the output. What is the outcome? Outcome refers to the result of using the program output. So for example, the company started using the e-commerce platform and they started doing business with external clients. So that will be the outcome of your website. That we can call it as an outcome of your output, correct?
Right.
Okay, and what's the benefit? Benefit refers to the measurable improvement. So as a result of this e-commerce platform, we made 10% more profit, 20% more profit. That's benefit. You're fine with that?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So a benefit can be defined as: a benefit is the gains and assets realized by the organization and other stakeholders as the result of outcomes delivered by the program. So it is the gains and assets realized by the organization and other stakeholders as the result of outcomes delivered by the program. So that's how we define benefit. Benefits can be quantifiable benefits. Then we need to talk about benefit realization and also about negative impact by certain stakeholders. We will discuss these three coming up. And this is again from our examination content outline. Every time I'm trying to put it here so that you have everything in one place. So these are the tasks. Only basically 8 tasks here only. As a program manager, you will be doing 8 tasks. Task 1: develop the benefit realization plan. So now it is called as benefits management plan in SPM 4. But since I told you, examination content outline has not been updated for a long time, so it's still having the old terminologies. Develop the benefit realization plan and its measurement criteria. Then identify and capture synergies and efficiencies identified throughout the program lifecycle. Then you need to develop a sustainment plan. Very important, how the program will be sustained. You need to develop a plan. As a program manager, you need to have a sustainment plan. Then monitor the metrics, like how you are going to measure how the benefits are being delivered. You need to have some measurement, in order to measure the benefits. So that's the monitoring of the metrics. Sometimes we do what-if scenario analysis and simulations. Do you remember the Monte Carlo analysis in PMP?
No. No.
You don't remember?
No,
There's
I
a
don't.
software actually. It is coming in risk management. It's a simulation,
Okay.
you know, like Monte Carlo simulation is like it will predict by way of doing a number of simulations, hundreds of thousands of times. It will do the simulation. It will give you
Okay.
some, you know, expected outcomes. Normally, this is coming in quantitative risk analysis in project management. Quantitative risk analysis. So here, for example, if you want to predict what is the probability of finishing a project on a certain given date, okay? So the simulator, the simulation, it will do simulation a number of times, maybe hundreds or thousands of times, giving or with various different scenarios. And it will tell, okay, there is an 80% chance of finishing the project by December 30. Okay. There is a 90% chance for finishing the project by January 30. Okay. Or maybe there is only 30% chance of finishing the project by October 30. And if your organization want to finish the project by October 30, and if you are telling only there is 30% chance, they'll not be having enough confidence to go ahead with it, right?
Okay.
So
I guess I need to refresh my memory on these things as well, eh?
Yeah. So wherever you need to refresh your memory, I'm just yeah.
Okay.
So you can make a what-if scenario analysis and simulation. You can make a note of that.
Okay. I especially hated those techniques name. I remember it was really hard to memorize.
Monte Carlo analysis. Okay. Task 5, verify that the close transition and integration of constraint projects and program meet or exceed the benefits realization criteria. So when you close transition and do the integration of the constraint projects, you want to make sure it at least meet or in fact, if possible, exceed the benefit realization criteria before you transition and close your program. So whatever benefits we actually wanted, you have met the benefits. If possible, you try to exceed the benefits. Okay. Maintain a benefit register and record program progress. This is another thing you'll be doing. Analyze and update the benefits realization and sustainment plans for uncertainty, risk identification, risk mitigation, risk opportunity, etc. in order to determine if corrective actions are necessary. And finally, you need to develop a transition plan. So you see here, even before, if you see the task number 4, sorry, task number 3. So you are creating the sustainment plan even before the creation of the transition plan. See, not every time this tasks are in a sequential order, but sometimes they're in sequential order. In this case, it is in sequential order. Okay. Because before doing the transitioning, you should have a sustainment, no? So otherwise, what will happen? You transition, and there is no plan.
Then it's not sustainable. Yeah.
Yeah. You get my point?
Yeah.
So before you do the transition, you make sure there is a sustainment plan for that.
Okay.
Now, what's the benefit? The benefit is the gains and assets realized by the organization and other stakeholders as the result of outcomes delivered by the program. So it can be a gains, or sometimes it might be in the form of assets, either gains or assets. Some benefits are relatively certain, like easily quantifiable. 20% increase in revenue, for example, easily quantifiable, right? So we call it as tangible. Yeah. Some are less easily quantifiable. For example, the employee morale increased. Can you tell it employee morale increased by $2,000? We cannot say like that. So it's not easily quantifiable. Or customer satisfaction. Okay. Those things are less easily quantifiable. programs and other components deliver outcomes that provide benefits that support the organization's strategic goals and objectives. Benefits are often defined in the context of the intended beneficiary and may be shared among multiple stakeholders. So benefits, there will be certain stakeholders who will be enjoying the benefits of your program, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe sometimes shared among multiple stakeholders. So if there is a large bridge, so after construction, all the people who are using the bridge might be the beneficiaries, correct?
Right.
Okay. So if it is an organization-wide process improvement program, so after the program is implemented, all the staffs who are using or taking benefit out of the process improvement, they are all the beneficiaries. So one thing here is you might have to face a lot of negative impacts from the various stakeholders during the course of your program. Some people might view your program as a negative impact. One time, like last year, our company had a warehouse. Okay, warehouse was not, according to management, the warehouse was not managed properly. So I was actually given this task of making a study of the current process and procedures being followed in the warehouse. And also they wanted to improve the performance of the warehouse. Spaces were not utilized properly. There were issues with the documentation. There were issues tracking required objects in the warehouse. So as a result, I made a visit to the warehouse and I met the people there. So immediately I could understand there was a big resistance from the staff who were sitting there to cooperate with me. They were thinking like after this project or program will be implemented, it is going to affect their jobs. Or maybe some things I'm going to bring out like they are not doing properly. So they were trying to discourage. Yeah, they were trying to discourage. Like they were giving negative feedback, negative impacts to the project. So immediately I realized that. Yeah. So you might be having such similar experience, correct, in your program or projects? Can you recall anything like that?
All the time.
All the time, yeah.
IT is all about, automate things, and people always worry about their jobs not going to be secured, right?
Correct. So you as a program manager should minimize the negative impacts as far as possible, and it is as important as realizing the benefits. And should be managed, measured, and properly communicated to the organization leadership and to affected stakeholders and organizations. This is also part of your program manager's responsibility. Did you ever think in that way?
Say that last question again. I didn't get it.
I mean, did you ever think it's part of your responsibility to minimize the negative impacts?
Yeah, I think part of it, like we always kind of cope it with change management, like throughout, to kind of minimize the negative impact. So especially from the people side, and we kind of just start change management right away, so that people understand that it's for the better, that they can actually do the job better, not necessarily that they're going to lose the job.
Perfectly. Very nice example. I mean, very nice scenario what you told. There is a almost similar question coming up, so you can answer that correctly.
Okay.
Benefits may not be realized until the completion of the program, which we already discussed, or well after completion, or maybe realized in an iterative fashion. We discussed this already. As the components within the program produces incremental results that can be leveraged by intended recipients. So two terms are there. One is incremental delivery and one is unified delivery.